Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis, and today I will be covering Wednesday, May 8th, and the price action. Let's make my face a bit smaller. And today's cover is an arm in a bed. That's the best I got for y'all. We had ARM earnings after hours. The implied move was 13%. We've seen a lot of volatility in volume. We're only down 6% right now. And as far as a bed, we're down 8% on Airbnb. They missed. Guidance was a little weak, is what I understand. I haven't read the earnings reactions fully yet. And we got Hood up 6%. I think that's quite a surprise for a lot of people. So we had an earnings beat on EPS and a rev beat for Hood. So that looks pretty good. This could be a squeezer. All right, so that's our earnings recap. Now let's take a look at ES. What did ES do today? I think today was a little bit of an ES bear trap, and I talked about it in the pregame and the market open. We have a potential monthly bull flag. Bears have done nothing to say the bull flag is off the table. Nothing. They have not given us any reassurances. Sure, we could get a weekly lower high and we could get an EQ as well. And we could be forming a 12-hour bull flag. Let's look at it. A 12-hour bull flag on ES. The dip was bought. The first hourly oversold this morning was bought feverishly. And I think that just screams at the bears that, hey, you really aren't meaning business, and we are. We have a squeeze on ES and on the hourly right now. We have NASDAQ. It also hit hourly oversold and had a nice recovery today. We're still below the hourly 50 MA, which doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy where ES is over it. NASDAQ is chopping sideways a bit. My first comments when the market opened was, let's don't short a market that NVDA is leading. So early on, we saw NVDA become the leader. When semis are leading, I don't like to short the market. So my rule of thumb are semis are the fuel to the market's engine. So if they are plowing higher, I don't want to be a bear. And if they are dropping low, I don't want to be a bull. And that's just a nice rule of thumb to keep me out of trouble. So NASDAQ still chopping sideways. So our weakling of the day was definitely Russell, the IWM. We have a potential 15-minute rising wedge right now. Bears did not buy the dip feverishly here. We did get an hourly trend change, but it's pretty weak. So remember, the Russell led yesterday to the upside, and today it led to the downside. Then we had the Dow break over the high of yesterday and not look back. The Dow was extremely strong. I had a trade on the Dow this morning from live stream, 38,970. So we bought that dip looking for an hourly oversold bounce. Let's see if I can move this. So 13,870. I was on the mic right here. We put our stop below that 936, and my goal was a 1 to 3, and we got about a 1 to 4 risk to reward. I want that to be asymmetric in favor of the reward and where my risk is small. So I scalped out about 120 points on that. And I also had SPY calls, still going with that oversold thesis. So SPY. So my final exit was $1.22 from 82 cents. I bought those right at market open. Again, going with the thesis of the hourly oversold bounce. And we had VIX weak. VIX was giving clues that the market bears didn't mean business because we did not have a VIX spike overnight with that red. So it was like, we have no fear associated with this move down. Okay, well then it's just a liquidation break, and I'm looking for the bounce up. Bitcoin has been weaker, but bears have masterfully cooled off RSI as they've gone down to sideways. RSI is at 38, and we have a high compression squeeze at the moment. And bulls will be looking for a daily higher low, and again, they have that squeeze. Coin, we are down on coin. Snap had an offering, not coin. That was right. So, Coin, we had news that Kathy sold. That's right. Kathy sold so many million, I don't remember, of coin, and it was reported yesterday. And so coin kind of had a weak day. And you see how we rejected at yesterday's low? These lines, and what I use is the 4C 4C daily levels, sweet and pre-market high low. And I can do the pre-market high low. I choose not to, there's too many lines, but I have the prior day high, low, and close. And it really helps me a lot with my trading. You can just see these lines here, prior day close and low, acting as resistance on coin with this 5-minute head and shoulders. It helped with a short. Mara was pretty strong, but they have earnings tomorrow after hours. I don't have a lot of faith in Mara. Last time they did earnings, I believe, I'm not sure, please check it, but I think they did some dilution right after. This could be a daily bull flag. We'll see what the actual earnings are. Riot looked better than Mara. Nice recovery above yesterday's close price, back into yesterday's range. We've made enough room for an hourly higher low compared to yesterday's low. The dollar, we are really getting trapped by this 200 MA on the hourly. We did make it over yesterday's high, and then we just traded sideways. That's good for market bulls. The dollar strength yesterday really helped the market bears, in my opinion. The sideways action on the dollar did not help gold bulls. They didn't take advantage of that action. We're looking for a potential hourly higher or low compared to 2314. Oil is getting a 4-hour higher high over the 79.17 by 10 cents. But this just gives megaphone vibes. And I'm just not a megaphone trader. I don't think it helps me with my trading a whole lot. But we're getting higher highs and lower lows without follow through. And it's kind of getting frustrating. And now I'm kind of forced into diagnosing it, which I don't like to diagnose it, because what are you going to do? You're going to short a higher high? That's just a tough gig. So we'll see. I'm looking for the weekly higher low on oil right here at the weekly 50 MA. So I like oil long. CCJ had a breather today. We have an upper wick of profit taking. We are looking for an hourly lower high tomorrow on any bounce due to the size of the pullback. AMD just chopped sideways underneath the hourly 50 MA. We moved up with NVDA early, but were unable to hold those gains and just dropped and finished pretty red today. NVIDIA pulled back after the morning pop. It did pull back, but held up a little bit better than AMD. SMCI barely broke yesterday's close price. It showed some relative strength early on. We're looking for a daily higher low on SMCI. And SMH, it got a daily higher high, and we're looking for a higher low, and this could be a daily bull flag. We have Apple. Apple is closing with a daily inside bar. 180.42 is key for the daily higher low. If we get below that, watch out bulls, because we have this fill down at 173.42. We got Amazon with a potential daily bull flag. This looks beautiful, actually. Let's see if we can get it cleared up a little bit. This could be a 2-day cup and handle on Amazon. It looks very constructive. And I think I'd be remiss not to mention Meta today. Meta had a pretty big move up today. Really nice move up. Was unable to close the fill, but has made plenty of room for a higher low on a pullback. Microsoft, we're still having problems with the daily 50 MA. We have a daily bull flag right under it. Netflix had a great day, was able to close that gap and get over the daily 50 MA. Not completely clear, but making some great progress toward that. Shop had an earnings reaction that was bearish, but I was watching this tight range at the end of the day, and we had this high compression squeeze. We got a decent pop after we had this squeeze, an equilibrium bull break. I'll be watching this one tomorrow. Tesla struggled with a 15-minute 50 MA all day long. They had some bearish news about getting looked into for false claims on full FSD, self-driving. So they're in trouble for that. We had a nice bounce early on from the gap fill. The gap was at 88.98, and I had a member point out that we filled that gap exactly, and they got a great scalp out of it, and then we continue to fall down the rest of the day. We're looking for a daily higher low on XBI. CGC, we are looking for a daily higher low. Come on, McFly, somebody wake up and get it done here. MSOS, we're looking for a daily higher low, and bulls are just running out of runway. They need to put in the daily higher low. Same thing for Tilray. Tilray's now lost the daily 50 MA. XLF, you can't spell XLF without Excel because XLF is excelling. They have been doing some work, some big work. Look at that hourly squeeze, 4-hour cup and handle confirmed. XLF just excelling in a big way. XLV did not have as bullish of a day. They had a little bit of a rest day. They do have the daily 200 MA overhead. Game, I will be watching with both eyes and both hands, everything, and eyes I don't even have. We've got 3 daily inside bars with big upper wicks on Game. This is getting really tight. I think this is going to be a fun trade tomorrow. We had Airbnb. So I jokingly said arm and a leg or arm and a bed. So we have Airbnb that's down 6.5%. I went over at the beginning of the video. I just wanted to get an update on it. ARM has moved back down almost 8%, and Hood is maintaining its gains. All right, that is all for the market recap. And I just want to remind you, if you haven't read Mark Douglas's book, Trading in the Zone, I highly recommend that you read it. At the end of the book, he has an exercise where he tells you to do 25 trades using one edge. I think you have to know your edge inside and out and have confidence in it. When we're constantly changing our edge, we lose confidence and we hesitate. We don't size up when we should, and we have that hesitation because we don't have data. It may be time to go back into simulator mode and say, okay, this is my favorite edge and I'm only going to trade it for 25 times and I'm going to map the results and go from there. I think that's a really good exercise for a seasoned trader and a new trader. All right. Thanks for joining me, and use stop losses.